Suhag Jewelers, timeless jewelry for generations.
And the couple, the wonderful Rashmi and Janak Bedi. They are here finally, good to meet them. Um, they are single-handedly responsible for making this evening.
Good afternoon, good evening. Happy Sunday. Welcome to my show, My Journey with me, your host, Komal Kherde. A very warm welcome to all of you. Hope you all are enjoying your afternoon, your evening, and enjoying the weather out here. So, today I'm going to talk to a very special guest, a very sweet and a beautiful guest whom I would love to introduce. She is first runner up in Miss South Asia 2019, and she was crowned by Sushmita Sen. She is a young, aspiring physician assistant, health professional who is currently working as a crisis counselor, and she is a passionate person. And I would love to know more about her. So let's take a look at Megan Gandhi's journey.
Hi.
Hello, Megan.
Hi.
Welcome to my show. A very warm welcome to you.
Thank you for having me.
So I'm pronouncing your name right, Megan Gandhi, right?
Yes, that's perfect.
Okay. So let me give a brief introduction about what Megan. I think I told that she's aspiring physician assistant and working currently as a crisis counselor, but she just graduated from college and she's studying to pursue a career in the medical field. She loves to model. She loves to dance. And some of the dances she does is Bollywood, jazz, tap, and ballet. So that's a diverse variety, Megan. That's fantastic. She loves to travel around the world. Her favorite place is Greece. And she loves to spend time with her family. She has been passionate about helping others, and she feels confident. She feels that others should feel confident in their own skin by practicing self love. So, this is pretty interesting, Megan. So tell me about a little bit more about you. Like, I know that you work as a crisis counselor and you are, getting ready to step into the medical field. So we would love to hear of what your plans are and how you came up with this kind of goal in your life.
Yeah, so ever since I was little, I knew that I've always wanted to be in the healthcare field. And that was such a strong passion of mine. My brother has special needs, so I've always been around those, just being a very caring, nurturing individual. And so I knew from then that healthcare was my passion. I wanted to help others, and that was my only goal. And yeah, that's basically how I got into healthcare. But yeah,
Okay,
hopefully.
that's beautiful. That's that, and that is intense as well.
Yes.
So I'm sure that must have driven your passion more towards medical field and understanding the medical needs, right?
Right. Exactly.
So
Yeah.
that is quite interesting about your professional aspect of your career. Now tell me something about your crown. You're looking absolutely stunning wearing the crown,
Thank you.
and it's a well-earned jewel for you, right?
Yes.
So tell me something about your pageant journey. How did you get into the pageant, and how do you, how did you explore the modeling, as a profession or as a passion?
Yeah, so I've been modeling for, I think the past 6 years now, and it's always been something that has made me feel confident. And I just, saw that, there was a pageant, and I wanted to represent our South Asian community. And I had wanted to build a good platform that people could look up to, and young women could, feel empowered watching this. And so not only did I want to have, you know, free expression, but I wanted to showcase my style. And I think that this pageant did that, just exactly that. So it was all for fun in the beginning. So yeah, it was great fun.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I mean, you know, I think as a young girl, when I go back to my college days and being young, I'm still young. I'm not saying I'm not
Yeah,
young
no,
anymore.
for sure you are. You are
but
young.
when I was your age, per se, it was a dream, right? Like when you are young, you want to be in a platform. You need to be into a platform where you can showcase your confidence and
Yeah.
inspire others.
Yeah, and
So
that was the main goal. I mean, I remember that I was never confident in my own skin, and I was always insecure as a child. And so I think that really motivated me to show other girls, go for your passion, don't look back. So
right.
and then you're gonna shine no matter what happens. So I think that really helped me embrace who I was
Mhm.
as well, and personal growth. So yeah.
Absolutely. You said it right. I mean, I think as a teenager, everyone goes through that phase where you have self-esteem issues, when
Oh yeah.
you feel low, you're always comparing to others, So I think hats off to you, and your actions, that you were bold enough and brave enough to get into the pageant journey. And look at you. You are already wearing the crown, and you're representing this platform. So this is
Yeah,
fantastic,
thank
and
you.
congratulations.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay, so let's know more about, so let's talk about, you mentioned about self-esteem issues and being not that confident, right?
Right.
So when you got into this modeling or even the pageant, right? So you are walking the ramp, you're talking to so many people, you have to answer the questions confidently. So there are a lot of things which you get exposed to, right?
Yeah.
So I would ask you, what was your biggest fear during the process?
So I think what was most challenging was really getting out of my bubble and just out of my comfort zone. I think,
Mhm.
I was such an introverted person that getting, just being in a pageant, answering those questions in a direct, diplomatic, and eloquent manner
Right.
was really something that I had to work through.
Mhm.
And, so that was something that was kind of challenging and a fear for me. But I think just one tip that I had was just I didn't make eye contact with the audience, but I just found one point that I could stare at and that could just make me feel a little more comfortable.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think the whole challenge was really just getting out of my comfort zone, and I think it takes practice, but
Yeah.
yeah, that was overcome. So
Well, I can say that I'm really proud of you.
thank you.
This is the best you can, this is the best gift you can give yourself. You know,
Yes,
you really have to step out of the comfort zone. And
right.
this world right now, at the current situation, it's so competitive everywhere. You go for any field, you get into any field of work, there is so much of competition, there is so much of discomfort. So I think, me doing this show is the biggest reason for that, is how we can, maintain the positivity, how we can inspire people with
Right.
all of your stories.
Yeah.
These are beautiful stories.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So Moving on, out of the pageant, if we get into your life, so you have so many things going on, right? So you are a student, you are studying, you have your own professional goals, you have to look pretty, so you don't want to have dark circles, right? So how do you manage everything? It's a lot of multitasking,
Yeah.
you know?
I think that's like the main thing is just, not getting stressed. I remember that
Right.
I was always so overwhelmed, when I was little, but I think just building that, just knowing how to be organized and,
Right.
like you said, multitasking is so important, and not procrastinating. So just not waiting till the last minute to do something, but, and also I guess being calm and just poised and not letting stress get to you. That's a really big thing how I manage my overload when it gets to that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, just being as calm as possible.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I mean, I think our emotions are driven by, how we think, how we process things
Yeah.
around. So as long as you can, like I'm a personality where I have to really prepare myself, at
Right.
least give a few minutes to yourself and then, get on to whatever you are doing. So that makes you feel confident
Right.
and it comes across confident, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
so
for
this is
sure.
great. This is great information. Thanks for sharing your own, ways of coping mechanisms. So thank you.
Yeah, of course.
So Megan, I was going towards I was thinking about and reading about your volunteer work, right?
Hmm.
So it's pretty interesting, and so I see that you have been volunteering with various organizations like nursing homes and hospitals and special needs children, and I think you also mentioned about
Yeah.
your brother.
Hmm.
So tell me more about how you manage those initiatives and how do you kind of make yourself time for that activity.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely gets really busy, especially with schoolwork and stuff. But I think just one thing that we should all set aside is to help the underprivileged or help the community. I mean, we were so blessed, or I'm so blessed to have this platform that I think it's my duty to help others. And definitely going to hospitals, volunteering, whether it is at shelters or nursing homes. It's just
Right.
that smile that you see. It makes all the difference with among people. It just makes all the difference. So I think
Mhm.
finding time for that, is really important in anyone's life,
Yeah.
whether it's donating or something like that. So yeah, I mean, that's really important to me.
That's really sweet of you to say that it gives you immense pleasure when you actually see people smiling, right?
Yeah, no,
That's
satisfaction.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, satisfaction, and you're just so fulfilled in your life, and giving back is just something that I'm really driven to do.
No, and that's how I think everyone should think, especially in the situation currently we are in. There are so many people out there who don't have jobs, who don't
Right.
have even the basic necessities right now, all over the, world for
Right.
that matter, right? So
Yeah.
I think this is the best time to kind of self-reflect and understand the needs of others, put others in
Right.
front of you and just help them out through various sources.
Oh
As
yeah.
you said, you can donate, you can go out and help, of course, with precautionary measures. You'll
Right.
have to
Right.
have your tools with you, but definitely that's a great point.
Yeah. Mhm.
So I think, Megan, I do want to acknowledge one thing today because we are doing this show today, and the show must always go on. But I do want to acknowledge the sad demise of one of the famous actors in Bollywood, and he was one of my favorite. This is Sushant Singh
Yeah.
Rajput, whom we lost from the industry today. And it was so disheartening to read about him,
Yeah.
such an intelligent guy, such a, upcoming youth, he was the future, right?
Exactly.
But I do want to kind of take a pause here and just kind of, want to pass my deepest condolences to his family and the fans, and this is really sad. So let's mourn for a minute and just uh, pay tribute to him. Okay. So I just, hope his soul is resting in peace. He
Yeah.
found this, the peace after leaving the world. But I do want to really understand what's going on in the youth, and you are, young generation and the future for our world. I would like to understand, how you can convince yourself to
Uh,
stay positive. Why the young generation is getting so much into pressure, although you have, like for example, right now you are just 22, but you are already, coming on the talk show. You have already won a crown, you are getting so much of exposure. But still, I think I'm seeing and I'm observing in the youth and the young generations around, there is so much of depression. There are so many mental issues going on. And I brought up this question with you, Megan, because you belong to the medical field, so you have that understanding of what must be going wrong, right? So I would
right.
love to hear your thoughts, Megan. This is really unfortunate, but
Yeah.
I think this is also important for us to kind of discuss of what we can do differently.
Exactly. No, first of all, my condolences to his family because that was a huge loss, especially to our younger generation. But yeah, 800,000 people die from suicide or
Wow.
mental health illness a year.
Right.
And so it's so important as a younger generation to bring awareness to that. I mean, I'm working as a crisis health counselor, and there's so many ways that you can get help. And I know in our South Asian community that
Hmm.
there's a stigma about talking about your mental health illness, talking about anxiety, depression. But I think, having a mental illness does not make you weak. It doesn't make you weak. It makes you actually a strong person, to reach out and to acknowledge that you have this, whether it's whether it's the smallest amount of depression or someone you want to talk to. I think if you're that friend who reaches out to that individual and a simple just how are you or a smile or a hi, that can make someone feel that you're there for them, so and that you care. So I think in our generation now it's very much known that this is a problem, this is something that we can't ignore,
Right.
because I mean, it's definitely real, but there's also multiple mental health resources that people can, use. Like for example, my text line, right? It's
Right.
24/7, open to everyone,
Right.
to just get help, and it's all anonymous. So, but there's a lot of ways we can help as a community, to make people feel
Hmm.
loved or special,
Yeah.
or yeah,
Yeah.
it's a real
That
problem. So.
that's beautiful thought, and beautiful the way you explained it was even more beautiful. So
Oh,
thank you. Thanks
thank
for
you.
sharing your perspective, because
Yeah.
we are talking about all the accomplishments you have made. We are here to celebrate your whatever you have won so far, right, in your life. But I did wanted to bring up this topic because this is a serious issue. And I would love to tell my audience that anytime you have any issues going on with your, it could be related to work, your personal life, girlfriend issues, boyfriend issues, breaking
Mhm.
up, just talk to your family. Or if not your family, sometimes you are uncomfortable talking
Right.
to your own people. Reach out to, as Megan said, there are numbers out there where you have hotlines, where, or you can even go to a psychiatrist. It's absolutely confidential conversations which
Yeah.
you can have with them. But don't even think about jeopardizing your life, because that is something God has given you. You are
Yeah.
here on this planet for a purpose, and
Right.
you have to find the purpose, right? Like Megan did. Megan also was not the perfect child, I would say. Probably she had a lot of issues with self esteem issues, confidence issues, whatever it might be. She came out of the bubble, she stepped out of her comfort zone and she went for the pageant. Here she is, sitting right in front of me, doing the talk show at such a young age. and she's ready to rock in the future. She's already preparing for becoming a medical professional, helping out people. That's the biggest thing you can do, help out people, if not anything, right?
Right, exactly. No,
Yeah.
very, very true. But yeah, I mean, I think it's so important that we should get help whenever is needed. We need to get help, and it just acknowledge that you have this problem, and so just whatever you can do to help yourself, because life is so
Yeah.
valuable. Life is
Yeah.
so valuable and precious, and
Absolutely.
we have to save it. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I would say, sometimes being young, you become little mean. There are, bullying issues and all that. Try to be kind, try to be
Yeah.
kind. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, just, don't give in to societal pressures or
Right.
norms. Just be yourself as well. Like, no one's telling you to be any different. You are
Absolutely.
who you are. Embrace it, love yourself, and yeah, let's be positive.
So you brought me to another kind of curiosity which I have for you. So how you are so positive, and so Megan, let me tell you, like when I interview people, I really get to understand your personality
Yeah.
more, right? Because this is not a show where we are scripted, where we have things to read out from. This is coming from heart.
Yeah.
That's what makes this show very special. So let me understand, where do you get the positivity from? Is it your family? Is it your friends? What is it?
Well, I have such a strong family support system, as well as friends that are always encouraging. And I really think just finding time. I mean, first of all, I'm such a family-oriented person, so surrounding yourself with people that make you better,
Right.
allow you to become a better person. I
Hmm.
think that's something that really helps me, first of all, find just positivity and remain confident.
Right.
But even then, like, you have your favorite songs you can listen to. You can journal. I think journaling is such a huge thing nowadays. People are
Right.
doing, they're just writing journals every night or
Hmm. Hmm.
reflecting on your day. And so that really, in times like these especially, it makes a huge difference.
Hmm.
I think just sometimes when I'm stressed, I light a candle, or I think I love the scent lavender. I don't know, it just really relaxes me. Yeah.
Right.
So I'll just have that essence or something.
Uh-huh.
So just something that just keeps you on track. Find your favorite thing, reach
Right.
out to your favorite friend or person, and that really
Right.
helps me and encourages me.
That's very cute. You told so many important things which are very small, which we forget about, but you kind of highlighted them very well.
Yeah.
You know, uh, yeah, I agree completely that you need to have your go-to mechanism, right? Like what you
Right.
would love to do when you are sad, for example, or
Right.
you feel really stressed. Just go do something, have some passion in your life.
Yeah. Yeah, like
So
whether it's like blaring music or just
yeah,
dancing and just being crazy. I mean, singing your heart out. Just
right.
something that makes you feel good inside and happy. That's
Hmm.
what's important.
Awesome. Okay, and let me ask you. So, in right now, your life is still kind of starting up, and you'll have much more to accomplish in future.
Mhm.
But till now, what are you most proud of?
Yeah, I'm not only proud of my education and my, background, but I'm also really proud of the person I've become, whether it's in my community or my culture. I am really actually proud of how close I am to my roots and my culture. I think
Hmm.
just not only the music or Bollywood or the dance or the song or the food. I just think I'm proud of myself for embracing my culture, and being proud of it. That's something I'm really proud of. Nowadays,
Right.
we are always in these, popular culture in America, and so I think something our culture lacks sometimes, and so
Right.
just loving it, and that's what I'm proud of for sure.
That's yeah. I mean that's important. Because
Yeah,
if you stick to your roots, you are much more authentic.
exactly.
So it just helps you, you be yourself, you be proud of where you come from.
Yes.
And I think nowadays we are seeing the protest going on. There is a lot of, the racial issues and what we
Right,
are seeing
right.
all of that. So I think, we all should, as human beings, we should accept the way we are and accept the way others are,
Right, right.
have an open mind for
Yeah.
all the cultures, respect all the cultures. I think that's the way to go,
Yeah.
otherwise you are going to see all of this restfulness around the world.
Right. I think I like this one quote. The only race that we have is the human race. So we should cherish
Right.
everyone, love everyone.
Absolutely.
Everyone is equal. So that's
Yeah.
what I
Yeah,
like.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful, beautiful quote. Thanks for sharing that.
Of course.
So Megan, now let's do something more. What I do in my show is go through some rapid fire questions, which will come at you one by one.
Okay. Ready.
but but that will help us to understand you more and just have some more fun with your
Yeah.
personality, with your choices, and your thought process.
Great.
Okay, so let me ask, who is your hero? Like, who do you idolize the most?
My mom.
Your mom.
Yes. She's my
Okay.
inspiration.
What's her name?
Tripti.
Tripti.
Yeah,
Okay,
Tripti
so hey
Foundation.
Tripti, congratulations. You are the hero. You are the heroine of her
Yeah.
life. That's the
Yes.
biggest compliment a mom can get.
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
No, I'm seeing her efforts in raising you. You are a
Oh,
beautiful person inside out. So
thank
hats off
you.
to your mom.
Thank you so much. I will tell her.
Okay. Your most favorite hobby or any leisure activities that you enjoy?
Yeah, I love to dance. I mean, when the music turns on, I am just in my own world, just the happiest person.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely dancing, modeling, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, love those.
That's
Traveling, yeah.
that's awesome. So what kind of dance you like to do? Because you dance on almost everything, all the genres I'm seeing. So
Yes.
which one
So
is your
my
preferred?
yeah, I mean, I'm a whole huge Bollywood fan.
Bollywood.
So
Okay.
I love Bollywood fusion, just
Mm-hmm.
everything Bollywood that I would say is my favorite. But
Awesome.
yes.
So which is your favorite song to dance on?
I love the song Nashe Se Char Gaye.
Uh-huh.
I love Badshah, anything Badshah.
Uh-huh.
Love him. And then all the old classics, love that. Um,
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, those are some my favorite numbers too. It's very peppy and I love
I know.
Bacha songs as well. So okay. So let me see. So are you a dreamer or you call yourself a much more pragmatist person?
I am definitely a dreamer.
Dreamer.
I think you can't be a doer if you're not a dreamer. I always go
Hmm.
by that. So you have to
Right.
dream first before you can do anything.
Right.
So yeah, I'm definitely a dreamer, imaginative person.
Okay. Okay. And what's your biggest dream right now? If you
um,
close your eyes, what do you see?
well, I would definitely, my dream is to be a physician assistant,
Hmm.
practicing in healthcare, but my biggest dream is to go into Bollywood or model or something. Um,
Really?
that's my kind of unrealistic dream, but I've always had that when I was little, since I was little. So
Okay. Okay. Yeah, those are two opposite directional
yeah,
dreams, but that's why you dream, because there is no direction. You can go in any directions, right?
exactly.
Yeah. But are you doing something for like Bollywood or modeling? Are you doing anything special for that?
No, I'm not. I mean, I just model for local designers in our
Mm-hmm.
in the community in the area, but no, I am not right now. But whatever
Uh-huh.
comes my way.
Okay. Awesome. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Okay, and so do you love going on vacations or just kind of relaxing, chilling at home, putting your lavender essence,
Yeah,
and just
no,
relaxing?
they are both like my favorite, but I would 100% rather be on a beach, just in a nice hotel or whatever the case is, just lounging out. But I love experiencing a different culture and just immersing yourself in that. So that's one of my passions.
Awesome. Well, I wish that the coronavirus situation gets in control quickly and we all can travel places again.
I'm just waiting.
Absolutely. Everyone is. I'm sure everyone is.
I know.
So, I think I asked you a question about favorite Bollywood song. Is there any other song which really makes you happy and takes you to a different planet?
Yeah, so I mean, I love the song. I'm not gonna pronounce it right, but it's like Aklar Jave. I love that song.
Right. Yeah.
From Love Yatri. I think that's what the movie is.
Love Yatri.
Yeah. And then I love that. I love my like Iqbal Jina, like all those Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum songs, Kahuna Pyar Hai. Just it takes me back to my childhood and love. So
awesome. And so Meghna, are you raised here throughout your childhood, or did you move from India or something? What's your background?
I've been here all my life and just in America. And so my mom has kind of grown up here. So I don't know anywhere else. She's been here all my life.
But I'm amazed to see how many Bollywood songs you know. So I can see the passion and the passion for dance and music in you. So that's awesome. Fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So if I say define Megan in one word, or just describe yourself.
It's a good question. I would say others call me sweet, but I think I'm determined. I think I'm a determined person. Compassionate. I would say compassionate.
Compassionate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see in your thoughts. I can see in your personality. You'll be a great physician, assistant in a way. Yeah, because you need to connect with people. And you need to empathize, not 100%. Sympathize, but really empathize. So I see that.
100%. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. And what's your what's one word for life, or maybe I can say what's the mantra for life? Your mantra.
So I know it's kind of cliche, but I think the one word I would say is just to live. Live your life. What comes, what will come. What goes will go. Just live in the moment and enjoy every single moment. I think that's really what I say, and I live with no regrets because
absolutely,
just take risks, do whatever that makes you happy, but whatever is meant to be will happen. So
absolutely, that's so true. That is really true, and with that, I would like to really thank you for coming in the show and sharing your beautiful thoughts, your goals, your aspirations with us. I do want to also mention to our audience today that just going back to our point about, and as Megan just mentioned, live your life to the fullest. There is no other life you are going to get. This is the only life. Cherish every moment you're spending with your family, with your friends, your loved ones, whoever that is. But, just live it to the fullest, be yourself, live your life with no regrets, and value your life. That's what I can say for tonight. Have a wonderful week, everyone. Thank you, Megan.
Thank you.
I'll see you soon, and take care.
Thank you for having me.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
The couple, the wonderful Rashmi and